All right, we're just about set for football. The crowd is definitely ready. So are we. Off we go on EA Sports. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Tennessee offense taking the field for the first time. They're led out by the number 3. First carry now for the former Badger Jonathan Taylor. And a nice run there on first down, getting 8. Setting up 2nd and 2. Off the play fake, it's Darnold. The blitz overwhelming the offensive line, and down he goes. 3rd down and 9. From the shotgun, here's Darnold. Here's a deep shot for Pierce. And he's going to be brought down inside the 15. On the move at the 14-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Off the bootleg, here's Darnold. Oh, got him again the second time with a sack on this opening drive. A quick throw going to be caught by Worthy. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5. On 3rd and long, here's Darnold. And that is caught in the end zone. He's in. Xavier Worthy. Touchdown, Tennessee. His 6th touchdown now for the season. Exactly the way they scripted this one. A beautiful opening drive, Greg. Able to find the end zone on the game's first possession.
And, Mike, the word that comes to mind looking at that drive is execution, and that's exactly what they talked about all week long. They wanted to come out early in this game and establish an early rhythm, and that's exactly what they did with that touchdown drive.
The Houston offense heading out to the field for the first time. And there is the guy at the top of the game, Patrick Mahomes, their quarterback.
You just hope throughout your career, Mike, that you're not on the wrong end of too many games like last week. So many games in the NFL come down to one score. They're very close. And every once in a while, there are multiple score games where you just can't seem to keep it close. They've got to do a better job keeping pace early, get off to a faster start. They want to have a chance. Come the 4th quarter, if this thing's within one score, they're going to feel a lot more comfortable this time around than where they were last week.
And he'll take this up past the 40, a pickup of 5. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. They send the tight end in motion. He'll find his rookie wideout from Texas. And he's down inside the 40-yard line.
Mike, you know what we used to call those plays? No, 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 yes. Because that's exactly what was going through the mind of the coach on the sideline when the quarterback decided to throw that ball into really tight coverage.
1st and 10 now from the 36. They'll run here with Brown. And that'll be a pickup of 3. They face 2nd down and 7. Out of the gun, here's Mahomes. Quick throw, taken in. Was brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down. Throw to the right flat. It is caught. Not just a 1st down, but reception number 70 on the season.
This is like a textbook, methodical, efficient NFL drive. 4 for 4 throwing the ball, mixing in some run. You're just marching the ball downfield at your will, and They get a fresh set of downs now to see if they can convert this nice drive into some points. This is why it's so critical that the quarterback and his intended target are on the same page. They got to speak the same language. When there's miscommunication, it leads to errant throws, and when errant throws lead to big missed opportunities.
And the Texans are going to have a 1st and goal coming up. They try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
And this has been a really nice answer so far to this game, Mike. I mean, you watch your opponent take the initial drive and go right down the field and score. And what are you going to do in response? What are you going to do when you get that ball back for the first time in your huddle? And tell you what, they've answered all those questions, and now they're set up 1st and goal.
And he'll go down, back at the 4.
Every team makes an emphasis on winning 1st down, but as a defense, when you're able to take them back for a loss, 2nd and long, you can really become more of a pass-centric defense and really tips the scales into your favor.
To the end zone there, but it is incomplete.
The defender saw this the entire way, Mike. He actually ran the route before the receiver even got to his spot. I think there, fortunately, this one didn't end up getting picked and going the other way.
To the goal line and in. Marvin Harrison Jr. Touchdown, Houston.
And what a response by this offense. It's not easy taking the field, Mike, for the first time in the game, and you find yourself already down to score. They watch their opponent kind of march down the field and score in the opening possession, and they're able now to go out and square it on up. Allows you to take a deep breath, maybe get a little confidence for your defense to go out and get a stop. And they come over with this extra point. We got ourselves a tie ball game.
Each team 1 possession, each team a score. 7-7 as they kick it off. This taken at the 5. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Titans offense, running back Jonathan Taylor, set to take over once more. And as we move into the second half of the season, you can see he's the NFL leader in rushing touchdowns. Operating from the gun, it's Darnold. Catch made there, left side by Walker. It's a pickup of 12. 1st down for Tennessee. Darnold to throw. He'll get this complete to Worthy. 2nd and 7. Working out of the gun, it's Darnold. That's complete. Jonathan Taylor out of the backfield. A gain there of 11. That's good for a Titan 1st down. Putting the tight end in motion. Darnold to the air once more. He'll air it out down the middle. That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Kyle Duggar. And the Texans are going to take over at their own 28-yard line. They'll start this one with a 3 tight end look. A carry here for Brown. He'll take this forward for about a yard at best. Chris Braswell there on the stop. Mahomes now on 2nd down. To the outside, he's got Harrison. Here comes 3rd and 6. Throwing from the gun. Here's Patrick. Quick throw here is complete. And the defense can't come up with a stop there. Gain of 7 and a 1st down. From the shotgun, it's Mahomes. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a 1st down completion of 7 yards. Right back to the air for Mahomes. He's got the tight end, Luke Schoonmaker. What a connection. He's down inside the 5-yard line. From the 4-yard line, trying to punch it in. 1st down and goal.
That's good for the Texans. 1st down. 1st and goal.
To the air once more, it's Mahomes. And he's taken down on what should be the final play of this first quarter. From the 1, 2nd and goal. Throwing again, it's Mahomes. That's to the end zone, but it's incomplete. Is it time to turn to the running game to get in? 3rd and goal coming up. They'll try to run this one in. And he will not get in. The defense stands their ground, pushes him back, and they force 4th down. He'll bang that one through. It's good. And the Texans will break our tie and take a 10-7 lead.
You know, I think it's safe to say here, Mike, as this offense leaves the field, they wanted to stay out there and go for it. But I think in this case, the coach is playing the long game. He understands that these 3 points now can end up being very valuable as this game moves along.
They'll start this on the ground. It's Taylor. And a good run there. Going to get him 5 yards. They'll go again here with Taylor. First and 10. Throwing, Darnold. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. They bring the tight end in motion. They'll give this one to Taylor, running right. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one. They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. They'll run a draw now with Taylor. Trying to find some place to go, but nothing developing. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 1. Throwing on 3rd down is Darnold. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete. So on 4th down, the Titans turn it over to Ryan Stonehouse to punt. And he didn't give the Gunners a chance to get down there and make a play for him. It's into the end zone and a touchback. The Houston offense going to make their way back onto the field. They lead by a field goal as they go to work with a 1st and 10. And he's not going to get too far, tackled after a gain of just a yard. Here's a 2nd and 9. Here's Mahomes. Short one there, caught by Tremble. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5. Third and short. Here's Patrick. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. So it'll be 1st and 10. They'll scrimmage at the 33. On the ground, it's Brown. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10. At the 33-yard line.
Now Brown. And he's going to get this one out to the 43-yard line.
A gain of 10 yards. And the Texans first down.
Here's Brown. And he's just pushing guys out of the way. Powering forward for a gain of 8.
To the 49-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Back to the ground. He'll get it again. And he's going to have a first down. Good run down inside the 45-yard line.
That's good for the Texans. First down.
To throw is Mahomes. Catch is made. That is Schoonmaker. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down.
6-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 4. At the 35.
Off the play fake, here's Mahomes. That's to the left side, taken in by Harrison. And they will take him down at the 20-yard line.
A gain of 15 yards. That's another
They're going to motion the tight end over here. First down throw. Mahomes. He's got his man on the in route. Yes, take it in over the middle. They'll come up here on 2nd down and 5. Blown back in the backfield. He'll get the carry here. And he's close to the first down. Gets 4 yards on the gain, but it will bring up 3rd down. On 3rd and 1, here's Mahomes. He tried to fit in the slant, and it was intercepted. And the Titans are going to have it here as they'll start from their own 7. Quick throw going to be caught by Worthy. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5. Quick throw taken in. And that's a first down. It will be a gain of 8. 2 minutes to play in the first half of a 3-point game. Greg and I back from Houston in a moment. Set to go now on 1st and 10. Motion man set right. Darnold now on 1st and 10. That is caught down the field. It's Worthy. And what an effort after the catch. He goes all the way. 80 yards. Touchdown, Tennessee. The extra point is up and through. And the Titans are on top. It's 14-10. The kickoff team is out on the field. And we're back to it as the kick's away. Now return coming from the 7. And a decent return there. He'll get this up just shy. On 1st down, it's Mahomes. Oh, trying to set up the screen, but that is going to fall incomplete. We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. They send one of the tight ends in motion to the left. Mahomes looking to throw on 2nd down. His tight end Tremble over the middle. They'll look to pick this up 3rd and a yard. Tight end going in motion here. He'll look middle, and he's got his man complete. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. Off the play fake. Mahomes. To the right side here. Pass is caught. The Texans going to go ahead and use their first timeout here. And they'll get a chance to talk things over after picking up that first down. Putting one of their tight ends in motion left. Mahomes now to throw again. This one to the tight end, Tremble. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
Mahomes now to throw on 2nd down. And they'll whistle him down, but not before it picks up a first down after a gain of 7. Throwing from the gun. Here's Patrick. That's brought in by Myers. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5.
A 24-yard attempt.
He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Texans are back within a point. It's 14-13.
And that's a really nice boost here before the break. I mean, you work the clock well. You're able to steal some points. The biggest thing is you're able to build a little momentum now going into the locker room at halftime.
So we hit halftime, and hold that thought. Let's get right back to it. We are ready for the 3rd quarter. This one taken at the 7. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 20. The Texans. And Patrick Mahomes coming out for their next drive. And as we move into the second half of the season, he continues to put up the big numbers. Currently the NFL's leader in passing as we play here in the month of November. Who else? Another catch for his favorite target. And he'll be brought down, but not before they get this all the way up near midfield. Here's Patrick. He'll throw it on first down. Open down the field is Schoonmaker. So they come to the line for first down and 10. They send the tight end in motion. He'll let this go towards the end zone. Marvin Harrison Jr., the intended target. And that will lead to a second down. We have a tight end motioning left here. To the air once more, it's Mahomes. He'll tuck it and take off. And he's able to gain yardage out of this one before he slides. Mahomes going to throw here on third down. There's that man again. Another catch. The field goal unit on the sideline. They'll line up to go for it on fourth down. In motion is Myers. Here's Mahomes. That's taken in. And he's going to have a Texans first down. Quite a call there. They go for it on 4th and inches, and it's a gain of 5.
First down. First and 10 at the 12-yard line.
Out of the gun, here's Mahomes. That's to the end zone, but they can't connect. It's incomplete.
Incomplete. It's now second and 10.
Right back to the air for Mahomes. He'll find Brown out of the backfield. And that'll go for a gain of 7. And it's going to set up third down.
That's a gain of 7. Brings up third and 3.
Throwing again, it's Mahomes. And he's in. Touchdown, Texans. So now, with the lead up to 5, they're going to go for 2 and try to extend it out to 7. To throw is Mahomes. The pressure got to him. He was hit as he threw it. It's incomplete, and they come up empty, trying for 2. Now return, coming from the 7th. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about... On 1st and 10, here's Darnold. That's complete, left side to Worthy. He's close to a first down to gain a 9. Nice pitch and catch on first down. Now it's Taylor. And some good running there. That's a first down up to the 43. On first down, they'll stay with Taylor on the ground. And he'll get this just past the 45 as he's taken down. From the shotgun, here's Darnold. This one complete right side. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. Putting the tight end in motion. Darnold to throw on first down. Got a man over the middle. It's Worthy. And he's close to another first down as he's brought down just shy of the marker. Now Darnold. This one is caught, and it's the tight end Strange.
Holding offense.
They'll run out of the gun. It's Taylor. He'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. 3rd and long. Working out of the gun, it's Darnold. Taking off, he'll try to get there. The field goal unit is out for the Titans. This one from 54 yards out. This one is good. He knocks it through. And the Titans will cut the deficit down to 2.
And I can tell you firsthand, Mike, when you find yourself trailing in a game, you don't feel very good about coming away with field goals. But in this case, it does get them a little bit closer and cut into this deficit.
The Texans offense and their quarterback ready to go once more. And he has been a nightmare to scheme against throughout this one. This defense has been picked apart. That is borne out in those impressive numbers. He has been terrific all game long. And he'll get about 6 there, setting up 2nd down.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
He will get this to the 35, a little short of the 1st down. Here's 3rd and 2.
A gain of 2. Brings up 3rd and 2.
From the shotgun, it's Mahomes. He connects with the open man. That's Myers. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10.
And the Texans 1st down.
Out of the gun, here's a run up the gut. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage at best. Might have even lost a yard there.
A loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd.
They'll stick with him again. Only a couple on that one. It'll set up 3rd down.
Ball carrier. He was brought down at the 45-yard line. A gain of 2.
Now Mahomes. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down. Now a fair catch, and it's going to be a long field. They'll take over.
Titans take over 1st and 10.
On 1st down, they'll start with Taylor. And that one is closed down in the backfield. What a defensive play. Knifing in, dropping him for the loss. After the loss of 3, it is 2nd and 13. Operating from the gun, it's Darnold. And that's a good gain there. It's going to wind up just a couple of yards shy of that 1st down. Now a 3rd and 2. Throwing, Darnold. He's got his receiver. It's Jones. And he's going to have the 1st down. So they convert on 3rd down with a pickup of 9.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch.
Taylor loses the football. And this is taken in by the defense.
And as you can see with that fumble, Mike, it really just goes back to the fundamentals of how they're taught to carry the ball. And they talk about the points of pressure. And the biggest thing really, Mike, is you want the front tip of the ball, the part where your fingers cover, to always be higher than the back tip of the ball. So often you see that front tip go down, and it makes it so much easier for that defender to kind of rake it out. So you want pressure against the outside of the ball, both tips, the inside of the ball, and then keep that front point up.
On 1st and 10, it's Mahomes. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down. Working from the shotgun, he'll hand this one off. And it'll be a pickup of 3. So 3rd down, forthcoming.
It's 3rd and 7.
They bring a tight end in motion left. On third down, Mahomes. A throw on the move is caught. And he's going to be brought down here on what will turn out. Ball down to the 16-yard line. And it's 1st and 10. Throwing from the gun. Here's Patrick. To the outside, he's got Harrison.
This pitch and catch may have looked routine, but I promise you, Mike, these types of anticipatory throws, especially outside the numbers, they don't occur without countless reps, oftentimes when nobody's even watching.
Mahomes now to throw on 2nd down. And he'll take it on in. Tommy Tremble. Touchdown, Houston. No problem there on the extra point. And the Texans will make it a 2-score game as they are now up 9. Here comes a return from the 5. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Titans offense and Xavier Worthy getting 3 tight ends in the game to start the drive. On the ground, it's Taylor. He did a good job of making one man miss, but could not get away from this defense in the end. It turns into a loss of yardage.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on 1st down, but that's exactly the case here.
The pressure gets there, and down he goes back inside the 20-yard line.
This has been a tough sequence right out of the jump. You work all week on your opening script, and they're usually the plays that you feel the best about to try to establish some sort of early rhythm, but through 2 plays, run and pass, all they've done is go backwards.
He's going to air this one out for Jones. That is incomplete. Well read that time defensively, making it difficult downfield, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. The Titans sending out their punter. And he's on to punt for just the 2nd time in this game. And he'll get forward a few yards on the return. And that's... They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Mahomes. That's caught by Harrison right side. He's taken down, but just shy of midfield.
An interesting decision there by the play caller to put this ball in the air. Mike, you're up by 2 scores. Traditional wisdom says, hey, we're up by 2 scores late in the 4th quarter. We've got to keep this clock moving. You don't want to risk an incompletion. Now, they convert. They're able to secure the catch and pick up a fresh set of downs. That's going to enable them to continue to burn more clock. And without a stop, their opponent's not going to get the ball back.
We'll go right back to Harrison. He's got him again. That's a nice pickup on a 1st down throw. It's a gain of 8. Here's 2nd and 2. A carry here for Brown. And it doesn't appear that he got to that 1st down marker. They'll only give him a yard, so it'll set up 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 1.
To throw is Mahomes. He'll get this one complete to Schoonmaker. And he will have the 1st down. The drive will continue after a pickup of 8. They'll run here with Brown. And he'll get about 5. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. Out of the gun, here's Mahomes. Pass complete there to Harrison. And he can't get away. They rally to the football on defense and bring him down for no gain.
Brings up third down and 5.
Third and short. Here's Patrick. Open man, right side. He's got it. That's a dozen. Catch number 12 and a first down.
14-yard line.
Here's Mahomes. Who else? Another catch for his favorite target. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5.
Second and 5. At the 9.
They send one of the tight ends in motion to the left. Throwing again, it's Mahomes. He's got his big tight end. Tommy Tremble. Touchdown, Texans. So that's his 2nd touchdown of this one, and he's got a half dozen for the year. Right back to the air for Mahomes. That's going to be incomplete. That would have been a tough grab. The collision jarred it loose. The try for 2 is unsuccessful. From the 6, here comes a return. And he'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. Out comes the Tennessee offense. They get set to see what they can do. And, look, they've been out of sorts throughout, Greg. They haven't had any answer for this pass rush all game.
Yeah, and it's really showing up in the sacks and also just in their ability to prevent any yards, any completions. This has just been a dominant pass defense performance here, and everything starts with the rush. The quarterback's uncomfortable. The clock gets sped up. He's got guys in his face. It's a lot easier to play defensive back in some of these coverage units when you know that ball's got to come out fast. And right now, they're teeing off and taking advantage of it.
Off the play fake, it's Darnold. He connects with Disley. 3rd and 6. From the shotgun, here's Darnold. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down. Here's Darnold again. That is caught. He finds Walker. And they're going to get the first down. They were forced to go for it, and it's going to work out for them. Darnold to throw again. A pass right side going to be taken in by Walker.
Defense does a nice job here initially using zone coverage to take away the middle of the field. That's the most valuable real estate in football. Quarterback gets off his first read, sees some openings to the sideline, and him and his receiver are able to connect. It's rare to see an offense that finds themselves trailing and say, well, their quarterback's been actually one of their biggest bright spots. Usually that doesn't go hand in hand, so it's a little surprising to see him miss a throw like that on a day where he's completed passes at a highly efficient rate.
And this ball incomplete on 3rd down.
This offense has to find a way to be better on 1st and 2nd down, Mike. Living in these 3rd and long situations, must pass, is not a recipe that their offensive coordinator wants to operate in.
And that's going to be incomplete. They had to take that chance, trailing here in the 4th, but they will turn it over on down. A handoff as they try to run it here. And he's brought down after a gain of a couple. They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8.
It's 2nd and 8.
They'll turn and hand this one off. And he moves down to the 25. That's good enough for a first down.
First and 10 at the 25-yard line.
They'll stay on the ground. He won't gain a lot of traction there. Down only to the 24. Here's 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 24-yard line.
So 2 minutes left to play in the second half. Greg and I back for the conclusion in a moment. Here's a handoff out of the gun. And he is not going to get away. Might have gotten a yard, but it will set up 3rd down. On the ground, it's Brown. And he'll work this into the red zone, inside the 20-yard line, taken down after a gain of 5. The offense not coming off the field, and here's 4th down. They'll try and run for it. And he's going to have a Texans 1st down as they find a way to keep the chains moving on 4th down. Victory very much in sight now as they'll take a knee. The Texans going to turn things over to their field goal unit. This about as short as you can get. 3 for 3 in the game, as this one is also good. So it's a win here for the Texans. They get the victory away from home in the division. This is so valuable. And they'll get another shot in their place next time later in the season.